June 23rd. It had been 20 days since I drove the first nail into the cabin, but only about 10 of those days were actually spent working. I felt a sense of urgency to get the roof on as quickly as possible. We had been having really heavy rainfall, and I didn't want the water getting in and ruining all the hard work I just put in. I attached this 2x4 to the rafters to keep the plywood from sliding off the roof after I put it up there. Getting the sheets of plywood up to the roof by myself took some trial and error. I finally figured out that the best way to get the plywood up to the top of the roof was to have your friend hand it to you. As you guys already know, Forrest has been a big help with the cabin, taking time out of his weekends to drive all the way up here and help me swing a hammer, even on his birthday. My wife Louisa isn't your typical woman. For starters, she's stronger than me, and she has her own cabin that's about 4 hours south of here that she's been busy working on all summer. But today she took a break out of her busy cabin chores to come help me work on the roof.
Got it.
Like me, Louisa's a dreamer, and she works hard to make those dreams become a reality. which can mean a lot of time spent alone. But as I say, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I put a lot of thought on my roof pitch and roofing material. I didn't want it to be too steep so I couldn't walk on it by myself without a rope. But I also didn't want it to be so shallow that it wouldn't shed snow. Now keep in mind this is just a little bunkhouse, so I don't need loft room or anything like that. I ended up going with a 5/12 pitch for the roof. Now, my other cabin's an 8/12 pitch, and even that doesn't always shed the snow. Last year, over 10 feet of snow fell at the cabin, so I went ahead and overbuilt this roof, just in case it doesn't shed. Getting the roof buttoned up was like having a huge weight taken off my shoulders. It bought me time. Time to go fishing. Time to go hiking. And time to let the relentless swarms of mosquitoes start to die down. But most importantly, it bought me time to reflect on what an incredible world it is, and how lucky I am to be living the life that I'm living. Because there will come a day where my cabin is still here, but I won't be. But then it was time to get back to work. I bought all my doors and windows secondhand, which saved me a ton of money. The height of the door measured 80 inches, and so I framed my rough opening to be about ½ inch bigger than that. But I made a serious mistake when I didn't account for the width of the subfloor plywood, which is 3/4 of an inch. Meaning that my door was a 1/4 inch too tall for the opening that I had cut for it. Framed it too short. That's gonna suck. Cutting into your structural headers is never ideal, but in this case, it was necessary. Then came the most daunting task yet. Getting this massive 4-foot by 4-foot triple pane window installed by myself. Believe me when I tell you this window is heavy. I mean really heavy, and it's awkward to hold. You have to hold your arms out like an eagle's wingspan and hold on to the skinny flanges of the edge. Clearly, this wasn't going to work. But I had a crazy idea that just might. Yes! Yes! All right. Now that the bunkhouse is dried in, it's time to start thinking about next steps. Insulation, vapor barrier, siding, a heater. Will it be ready by the time the temperature drops and the snow starts to fall? I'll see you guys on the next episode of Alaska Cabin Adventures.